Yesterday I uploaded a video about how to potentially multiply your precious metals holdings by a factor of 10 by trading back and forth between various precious metals. And one of my subscribers said that those are very long time ranges. A lot of big macro events could happen. We could have conflict around the world. We could have another pandemic, and it would shake things up a lot. And you could find yourself waking up 10, 20 years later with nothing to show for it. And it made me reflect on my own life of what would have happened if I woke up today and 10 years had passed and I still were in the same financial class I were in 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I thought I'd be just fine, because I remember 15 years ago I was dating a girl from another part of the world and my parents did not approve. And I remember having to sneak out. I remember I was still living with my parents at the time. They would give me money for various things, lunch, various school supplies and all that. But I would always find a way to shave a little bit off the expenses so I could put some money away. And then I would finally get to see the girl, and I would spend all my money on her, right? I used to be a big sucker for spending a fortune on girls. I still spend a fortune on my relationship, except it's a relationship with myself now. Now, fast forward 15 years later, I don't date other people anymore, but sometimes I'll see a girl who's interested in me, and I'll think to myself, well, good, I'm doing well, because, wow, this girl who's interested in me is younger than the girl that I met 15 years earlier. And so in the back of my mind, I just check off that, wow, I'm still as young as I am 15 years ago. Now, fast forward 15 years, and today my family is still unhappy with my relationship matters. They want me to go out and meet somebody else rather than be solo sexual. And so I think to myself, even if I didn't save a penny these last 15 years, I'm just as well off today as I was 15 years ago, right? And I think 15 years from now I'll be saying the same thing. See, the most dangerous financial investment you can make is to do something that ages yourself, especially if you also spend a fortune doing it, right? Which most things that age yourself cost a fortune to do if you stop to think about it, right?